Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Tahir Dhindsa and you are watching SDTV. UN system developed Sustainable Development Goals, and I have just heard this morning there are few goals on which progress is very lackluster, and on some goals progress is okay, and on some goals the progress is not what it could have been. And then to add spice on the situation, Ukraine war, which has created energy crisis and it accompany the fiscal crisis and other things that increase, it has connotation, and climate change. And what big example other than the floods in Pakistan you represented as a climate change? It was the biggest ever disaster, bigger than that Noah's disaster and all that. We have today with us a person who is at the helm of affair on UNESCAP. She is one who is responsible to look after, to tinker, to correct the pace and everything mid-course, and she's at the helm of affair. Ma'am Armida Alisjahbana, a very warm welcome to you.
Thank you very much.
Just say one or two liner on that, what we have just talked, and we'll just continue discussion from there.
Thank you very much. Very pleased to be here in Pakistan, and especially in conjunction with the Southwest Asia SDG Forum. Very important because all the stakeholders, not only government, but academia, researcher, think tanks, colleagues, CSO, youth are here. Basically, not only to talk about the problem, the challenges, you already mentioned some of them, but more importantly, to share the experience, lessons learned, especially with regard to the solutions. And many of these solutions cannot be, cannot be initiated by ourselves alone, including by government or one country, one government alone. Oftentimes needs collaboration. So therefore, very important how we can strengthen the regional cooperation. Again, our region, Asia Pacific, is fast, diverse, but at the same time also offers opportunity.
So do you think, the SARC was a wonderful forum, but it couldn't perform well because of the political reason?
Yes.
Do you think that in regions, especially, more than 1.5 or about 2 billion people live here,
yes.
A largest English-speaking population, very good at IT and all that, close proximities. And if you talk about Pakistan, it is in the Indo-Pacific region, it is in the European-Ukrainian theater as well, because Central Asia and all that, and it is in the Middle East with Iran and all that theater. Whatever you think, Pakistan is there, but there are difficulties on both, on eastern and western border. Do you think there should be some mechanism to solve that?
Yes, always, because the reality of life is always there are difficulties, there are challenges, there are problems, right? So therefore, of course, we need to resolve, as much as we can, but without waiting, right, for the very, very difficult, intricate problem to be resolved, then we need to find solutions, including, for example, you mentioned Pakistan, you mentioned Central Asia, you mentioned all that, So there are various means of regional collaboration. A few weeks ago, I attended the SCO Summit. In Samarkand, right? Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, in which I signed MOU with Secretary General. So there is the ample of opportunities. The leaders talk about connectivity, from, let's say, from China to Central Asia to South Asia. So various route, not only one, various route. Central Asia through Iran, Central Asia through Pakistan, Central Asia even Afghanistan, yeah, and India, and so on and so forth. So opportunities is there. So why don't we start with opportunities? Yeah. Why don't we start with finding solution that everybody agrees? Yeah? For example, disaster, everybody agrees, right? Poverty alleviation, everybody agrees. One other topic, yeah, because I mentioned this because we very important also in our region, disability inclusion, everybody agrees. So why don't we collaborate, yeah, and building, this cooperation spirit, the trust, and so on, and then we can, move further.
Are you preparing a mechanism to aggressively support Pakistan case in the conference which is taking place in Geneva in January?
Oh, the pledging conference, yes, Geneva, I understand 10th January. It is being taken up or coordinated directly by the Secretary General Office, so New York, because this is global, right? So any pledge and so on needs to come global. And in our case, we are Asia Pacifics. So this is taken up directly by the Secretary General Office.
Secretary General, but some, bottom-up information or recommendation from your office?
I think as Secretary General directly communicate with government Pakistan, yeah, in which the needs and so on, that of course the government can convey directly.
Yeah.
Already, I'm sure.
Yes. Do you think that from your office there should be some mechanism between countries, especially the two big countries which are reason for stopping the communications between the India and Pakistan, to normalize to an extent where economic or social effort can be promoted? As you said, not waiting for the big issues to be resolved before that.
Yeah, again, yeah, we are not specifically addressing or advancing cooperation bilateral, right? Because again, our mandate
for the
is region. So therefore,
it's a regional problem,
right? So therefore, any issues such as, for example, last week we concluded our environment development minister come up with ministry declaration and so on, in which one of the topic is air pollution, combating air pollution. I know this is also a problem, right, in this part of the region. So maybe addressing that, Pakistan is there, India is there, Bangladesh is there, China is there, everybody is there, right? US and so on.
Yeah, towards the fag end of this short interview, I know you're busy, lined up meetings. We are doing this interview on the margin of the conference.
Yes.
What is your, hunch? What do you think that is possible? What are the possibilities on SGDs from your office in this region? What are the most important things where you think if you emphasize, there would be quick results?
Well, again, resiliency, number one.
Right.
Yeah, because of this disaster. Because once disaster struck, if you are not prepared, if you cannot recover quickly, then it's really
difficult.
The impact is huge, socioeconomic to the people. And second, in the case of Pakistan, as well as many countries, you have a real asset, the young generation. In the case of Pakistan, I was informed 68% or 2/3 of the population is young, below 30 years. So right. Meaning what? Meaning education and of course now digital age, digital skills and literacy is a must. This is a very big in our region, very big, huge. In Indonesia, my country, huge. In Bangladesh, in India, and so on, and hopefully also, in Pakistan. So these two, if you could leverage, because the young people, that is your asset. So education, and also the digital skills, digital literacy. Then third is, I don't know, what is the economic base of the country, whether it's still agriculture, if you aspire to move the ladder, whether jump directly to the services or manufacturing base, because you have a huge population also, right? 220. Therefore, market-wise is there. And if the regional economic sort of connectivity and so on is there, then you can have this further. Yeah. So maybe need the sort of a long-term, medium-term development, sort of what is the direction, the plan, right? That you build the resiliency that I mentioned, you build the infrastructure, the connectivity here, you build a more inclusive, stronger society here. So not only the social protection system, social assistance, but how to create a more productive younger generation. Yes, so therefore education, but what kind of education? Digital skills, digital literacy, and opportunity for the green economy. Now everybody now is developing in that direction.
Right. Before we finish this interview, I mean, these are technical and overall details. You are in Pakistan and you are our guest, and we say you welcome. Any message for Pakistan?
Message is be optimistic, but at the same time also be creative and innovative, and work together.
Work together.
Work together, right? I'm sure, by working together, helping each other, then you could come out, of whatever situation that you are in much faster. And lastly, also collaborate with other countries.
Okay.
And other stakeholders, regional cooperation.
Ma'am, thank you very much for giving us time. And just to sum up, in the end, she has wonderfully summed up for Pakistan and for the region. Internally, you should work together and cooperate at the regional level. I think that is the essence of all the sustainable development goals. If we can achieve that, we will automatically achieve all sustainable goals. With this, we say goodbye until next program. Please keep watching our program and like them and subscribe them. Thank you.